For all of its history, Ohio Wesleyan has been about preparing students to become leaders and servants in society, in the country, and around the world. And throughout its history, our students have gone out into the community to be about doing good work, volunteering to serve others in a host of different ways. And throughout its history, our alumni have left this campus and traveled across the country and around the world to make a difference in all kinds of little and in sometimes very spectacular ways. Some of our most noted alumni, people like Branch Rickey, have changed the face of America and have changed the face of the world because of their commitment to the public good, both through their corporate work and through their volunteer service. You may not know it, but last year 1,700 of our students contributed more than 45,000 hours of volunteer service. Think about that. 1,700 students contributed more than 45,000 hours of volunteer service. Most of that was close by, either here in Delaware with one of the many organizations with which many of you volunteer, or in Columbus through the Columbus Initiative in which so many of you participate, or in other parts of the country on the spring break mission trips or summer volunteer work that many of you do, or even in other parts of the world through the mission trips and other volunteer efforts. None of this is particularly surprising to us. We all know, we who are a part of Ohio Wesleyan, know well the commitment to community service that is so deeply ingrained in the fabric of Ohio Wesleyan and the fabric of our culture. But today I'm pleased to be able to announce that this aspect of Ohio Wesleyan has been recognized more broadly. The 2009 President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll, the President of the United States, through his Higher Education Community Honor Roll, has selected Ohio Wesleyan as one of only 3 schools in the country to be recognized for general community service with the Presidential Award for Excellence. And today we celebrate that, and Sue Pastors is going to help unveil the announcement. This is a recognition of your good work. This is a recognition of the values that you and this university share for a life that is well lived, for a life that is lived in service to the greater good and to the broader community. Nobody on this campus has been more devoted to those values or has worked harder to instill those values within all of us and within students who have come ahead of you for now more than 20 years than Sue Pastors.
Yeah, you. I'm standing here because we couldn't fit everybody who does this up here to talk at the moment, but I just want to say I'm willing to bet that there isn't a single person in this room who decided to get involved in community service or service learning because they thought we would get a national award. Right? This is the icing on the cake. And this recognition is truly a tribute to the faculty and the staff and the community agency partners, but most of all to the students who have embraced the simple concept that service can impact learning and quality of life issues both here on campus and in the greater Delaware, Columbus, and global communities. Most of the time we don't get awards or accolades for our work, but not too long ago, and I have to say that this happens more often than you would imagine, I got an email from one of our community partners who wanted me to know about the work of one particular student, and she shared the email with me as if I had had something to do with it. I don't even remember recruiting this student to become a big brother. I had not, to my knowledge, actually met him before. Luckily, he's here today so that we can embarrass him together. Dear Scott, thank you for taking the time to meet with my student and me last week. Our talk has really lit a fire under him. He has all of his work turned in. His language arts grade went from an F last term to a B- this term. Most of that is due to your time and dedication to him. You're doing a great thing for this little boy. To me, Scott's story represents the real reason behind Ohio Wesleyan's legacy of service. We do it because we care, and we want to make a difference for others. So to each of you who give of your time, your talent, and your spirit, we can only say thank you and well done.
I was really excited, especially when I received the email and reading it. It brought me a lot of happiness and made me feel good. Well, I realized I was having some extra time on Tuesdays, Thursdays, so I wanted to do something worthwhile and that would help someone. So I decided Big Brothers was a good program. It just made me realize that it's not that hard to go out and help someone, and that at any day you could go out and change someone's life, I guess, or just make it better. It makes me feel really proud and happy I'm a part of it. So.